it's probably the best comeback that I can remember that we've had. I think somebody said it was 6 minutes to go and down 13. We made a couple steals off the press, and then we got a couple quick baskets, and then we got back in it. We went back and just played pretty good half-court defense, but the end of the game kind of got away from us, and John had to make virtually almost impossible shot against them to get into overtime. When we got into overtime, we wanted to go to Andrew, and he got a couple, nice drive, great look off the screen from the three, and then he got the back door. I thought we were in good position then, but then they get the rebound back, and Rowan gets the three. But John's making free throws, so when he's got the ball in his hand, they have to foul. He's pretty good from the free throw line. But I just thought overall our defense is struggled all year on the road. We just haven't been able to stop anybody on the road. We wanted to get near Rowan. We never got near him the whole night. And it helped when Doran fouled out, I thought, or not Doran. It helped when Henderson fouled out, because then he was making shots too, so we didn't have to come up on Johnson. That helped our defense a little bit. But they're a very good offensive team. They move the ball. They've got guys that can score. Smith is obviously much better against man-to-man, but he moved the ball. He passed it. He did a good job of finding people. But our defense just hasn't been good enough. And with 6 minutes to go, I figured I'd be sitting here saying our defense just is not good enough to win on the road, and that's really what should have happened. But our guys made a couple unbelievable plays. It'd been easy to think you couldn't come back. They just made a couple unbelievable defensive plays, and all of a sudden, we're back in the game. And overtime, we played as well as we can play offensively in the overtime. That was a great effort. So it was a really good win. We have to win on the road. We haven't been able to. We are playing better now, particularly offensively. John's got it figured out. It took him a while, but he is a good offensive player. That's why we recruited him. He can shoot. We knew that. And Andrew obviously can too. I'm disappointed we've got to get more out of a couple other guys if we're going to be successful, and our defense has to be better. Questions?
When's the last time you remember an individual performance like that?
I don't think I can remember one like that. That was pretty good. We ever had anybody score that many points? I don't know if we ever have.
Tied for fourth.
Huh?
Last time was Jerry, 4 against BYU.
What did he have?
43.
Did he have 43? He had about 30 in the first half. I remember that one. That was a great performance. This might have been better as we're down the stretch and making all those free throws. It was a great performance.
You would have been there when Bill Smith scored his 47, right?
Yeah, I think I missed that game. I think I was on the road in that game. Yeah. That was against Lafayette and Tracy Trapuka, I think, though. I think Tracy had 40 or something like that. Pretty close. Well, it saved the game. I can't recall exactly, but I know we got, I can't remember now. Yeah, a couple turnovers, and then we hit the threes at the same time. So it wasn't all the press, but we're 13 down. We had 3 threes, so it's 4, and we just came back. I didn't want to keep pressing. They're pretty, I think they'll get by us, and our back line defense isn't good enough, so we just wanted to try to hold on there. But that was big. That was the only reason we won the game. We got those turnovers.
Jim, I know we hit the 3 with 10 seconds to go. In the past, normally you wouldn't have called timeout as you like to do, but since you can't call that timeout from the sideline.
We weren't going to call time. I said if they scored, I didn't think they'd get a 3. I said if they score, we're going. Either long or give it to John, and John bring it up. He made a hard shot. That's sometimes once in a while you need to get a lucky break, and still got to make it. He made it, so I guess that's what you got to look at. He made it.
Do you feel like this team showed you anything as far as toughness and grit?
Well, we were we were in a lot of trouble, and they kept coming, making plays and making shots. The problem we have is we can't stop anybody, and if we make 3 or 4 threes there, if we make 3 instead of 4, we lose. You can't win games. You can't win games like that. You have to be able to get some stops. The only times we got stops when Rowan missed wide open shots. He missed a couple. I mean, he's a great shooter, but he missed 10 threes. I mean, he's capable of making 12 threes. We did an awful job on him. I don't think he had to force a 3 the whole night. And the one he forced a little bit at the end, they got the rebound. But, we have a couple guys that aren't running the court. They're not playing. They're not helping us. And we need everybody.
You lead the league in free throw shooting in conference games. When you have to get the close game first, obviously. Does that give you extra confidence?
Well, we know John and Tyler can make it, and we know Andrew can make it. So, they've been making them all year. And at the end of the game, if we're up, we're going to hold the ball, and we're going to get it in their hands and have them try to make plays. I thought Andrew was really good tonight. He got to the basket. Our problem is rebounding. We're just not rebounding enough. And, we got to get more of a couple guys. Yeah. You figure that out. I'm not going to name names. I'm not that kind of guy. He's such a good player. Against his zone, he's neutralized a little bit because, one-on-one, I mean, if we played him, he'd have 50. It would be a battle between him and John Gillen, who could get to 50. But, against his zone, I thought he was smart. I thought he moved the ball. He found the shooters. Obviously he had 15 assists. I thought he really did a good job. He had 11 rebounds. I didn't see that. I wish our guards would take a look at that stat sheet because we need to get our guards to go back in there. Tyus, Frank, and John have to get back in. John got 4, and that's a good thing, but our guards have got to help us on the boards. But Smith's a tremendous player. Whenever we play somebody, I worry about guys like Rowan, and I worried about him all week, and it did no good. I might as well just worried about what the weather is outside because we can't play defense the way we always have been able to. We just are not capable of it. And, I think it's getting late, too. I don't think we're going to start tomorrow. Our defense just has not been good enough. It's as simple as that. I mean, our offense wasn't great, but our offense is getting better. Our offense, for 4 guys playing, it's good. If we could get the 5th guy to, when he catches it 4 feet from the basket to try to do something with it, it would help. But, it's not happening. But we just have gotten better off. We can't stop anybody. And NC State's a very good offensive team. They're very good. They score a lot of points. They scored 100 against Virginia Tech in here. And, they're a very good offensive team. But, we've got to be able to play a little better defense because we're not going to shoot it that well too often. That was a pretty good performance for us offensively.
Coach, some teams switch up their half-court defense to throw a team out of the rhythm. How did the press have that same effect as far as throwing NC State?
Well, when we went to the press, it was to get a steal. We had to get something. We did a good job at it. A couple times, the time he fell down, I thought we played good defense, but we did a good job. We got what we needed. You're not going to get a lot of steals in a press. You're 13 down. We made a shot, and then we got 2 steals. We made 2 threes, so now you're back in the game, and we're back in the game. But there were some disappointing loose balls tonight. That shot where Rowan got the 4-point play, I mean, they missed the shot, and we're right there, and we don't get the rebound. We don't get it. We don't go after it. Now they get an open shot, and we foul them. I mean, those are the things that just can cost you games. And we made a great play. Tyler tried to drive. They got it taken away, and then we got back on defense on that play, and that was the game. I mean, if they score there, they wouldn't have to foul. I don't know if they were trying to foul or not in that situation, but they didn't have to foul in that situation. But it was a great comeback. We got to take it. We got to move on. We got to try to get better.
Thanks, Coach. Syracuse
Thank you.
locker room